Hey, what is up guys, Rascal here, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to have the best, most perfect, sticky, almost aimbot-like aim on for 2, the least amount of input delay, and get the most out of your controller using the software DS4Windows. So let's get straight into it. Alright, disclaimer before the video starts, this software is specifically for PC players. However, I'm also going to go into game and show you guys the dead zones in game and how to tweak with your dead zones. And that will work for both console and PC players to have the least amount of input delay on your controller. However, just to make sure y'all know, this is specifically a PC software only. And this software is completely safe to use. I've been using this for over a year now, and it's been really helping out my gameplay. And I have not been banned at all ever since I've been using this software. So it's completely safe to use, and y'all don't have to worry about, you know, getting banned or shadow banned or any of that. This is 100% safe. And in the description below, I'm going to add the link to this download right here, y'all see. And they call it DS4/DS5Windows because you can use it for both the PS4 and PS5 controller. However, it's able to use all three, PS3, PS4, and PS5 controller. So once y'all click in the download link below, simply just click to the top right here, download. And this is going to pop up, and just click download it right here. And then yours might be on the bottom left right here, but for me it's top right here. And it's going to download the DS4Windows right here. After you completely finish downloading DS4Windows, go back to your desktop here and right click and click on new and create a new folder. And y'all can name it whatever you want to. So for mine, it's called DS4Windows Cheese. So after you finish creating the folder, go down to your file explorer and go to your downloads here. And you want to make sure it's in a zip file, and if yours isn't, you want to go online and search up WinRAR, so WINRAR, and download that software, or you can download a software called 7-zip. And once you have one of those two softwares, it'll instantly download into this whatever software you downloaded. So for mine, it's WinRAR. So you want to double click into it. Once you load up into the DS4Windows zip folder, you're going to load into this. Simply click on your DS4Windows folder right here, right click on it, and click to extract to a specific folder. And find the folder that you created. So for mine, it was called DS4Windows Cheese. I find it right here, so I'll click on that and then click OK. And it's extracted to that folder. So you can click out of this and click out of your file explorer. And right here we have the DS4Windows Cheese. And it'll be right here. Once you go into the folder, you go to here, the DS4Windows with this rainbow controller icon right here. And this is going to pop up right here. So just click on Program folder. And you're going to have all this stuff right here. This doesn't really matter, so I'll just click on Close. And then this is going to pop up right here. Now, my controller is automatically connected because I have my controller connected to my computer. So once it connects, it'll automatically connect right here. However, if it doesn't connect, simply just click Stop here. And just click Start again. And it should load up your controller. Now for the color, I'm just going to use, doesn't matter what color, but I'm just going to use pink right here. And it will change the color on your controller. So y'all can see from mine, I put it to pink, and y'all can see on the controller cam. As y'all can see, it's pink right here. Now what we're going to go into is the profiles right here. And it should automatically already have a default folder. So just click on that. And these are the settings we're going to change right here. Now these are the settings that we're going to be using for DS4Windows. So for left stick, output mode, put this onto controls, and radio for dead zone type. And then for dead zone, put this all the way to 0. Max zone 0.60, anti-dead zone 0, and then 1.0 max for vertical scale and sensitivity 1.0. And then output curve, I recommend using a linear. Now you could try the enhanced precision, but I say linear is probably the better one because it's more, I guess, more sticky, more reactive when you're moving around. But you can definitely try enhanced precision if you want a more, I guess, clean, more smooth movement. But if you want more of a fast, more reactive, I definitely recommend linear. Everything else here, don't tweak with at all, just keep it the same. And then now we go to the right stick. This is the main cheese. So same thing, controls, output mode, and then dead zone type radial. And for right here for dead zone, we're going to be using 0.03, max zone 0.99, anti-dead zone 0, and then all three of these the same at 1.0. And I remember our last video, I put 0.60, but don't listen to that video, don't listen to what I said there. And people were saying like their sensitivity is way too slow, and that's because the sensitivity was 0.60, and for some reason for mine, it wasn't slow. For other people, it was extremely slow, and that was the reason why, it's because of this. So make sure this is on 1.0. And then for output curve, make sure this is on enhanced precision. This is the main setting for to have the most stickiest aim, and it's very very consistent. Everything else not here, make sure you just keep it the same, don't tweak with any of the stuff. And then for L2 and R2, this is definitely best to change all this. So make sure for both of these, dead zone, max zone, anti-zone is all the way to 0. And then max output, I'll just put this 1.0, and then sensitivity, put this all the way to the highest, which is 10.0 for both of them. And the output curve, just use enhanced precision. Everything here, don't change the stuff. And then for 6-axis, this doesn't really matter at all. I just keep it the same. But output curve, just put this to enhanced precision as well for both of these. Now for up here, light bar, don't tweak with any of this stuff. Just keep the same. And for touchpad, output mode, make sure this is on controls. And then same thing for gyro, put this on controls as well. And then for other, don't tweak any of the stuff all the way until you get done here. Just change the DS4 BT pull rate all the way to 1000 Hertz, or just put it to max, whichever one. And once you apply all the settings here, all you do is simply just click apply right here and just save, and it'll automatically save to your profile right here. As we go back, it's all the same right here. And if you ever need to change any of these settings, which I wouldn't recommend because everything's already fully maxed out to the best optimization controls. If you do need to change anything, I would definitely recommend just only change your dead zone or your sensitivity. I wouldn't recommend changing anything else. But there's really no need to change anything anyways. But if you need to change any of that, just make sure you click apply after you save all of it, and just save right away. And it'll save automatically to your DS4Windows. After you apply the DS4 setting windows, simply just minimize it here. Make sure you don't exit out. And if we go to the bottom right, it's the top arrow. We see the DS4Windows icon is on and showing that it's on. And just keep it there and just don't mess with it at all. And now I'm gonna go into in-game and show you guys the best dead zone settings to make sure you have the fastest, less input delay. So let's get straight into it. Once we're loaded into the game, we're gonna go to your controller settings. So click start, go to your controller settings right here, and make sure you go to the advanced tab and go to input dead zones here. Now I would recommend tweaking with your left trigger and right trigger first, because if you play on flipped, which I play on flipped, and you shoot with your bumpers, I recommend putting it all the way down to 0 so you're able to use your tacks faster. However, if you don't play on flipped and you use your triggers to shoot, so L2 to aim and then right trigger or R2 to shoot, and then vice versa, left trigger or right trigger, definitely recommend tweaking with these settings so you don't accidentally aim in or shoot. So you can test that out in the training mode. And once you find out your trigger dead zones, here's the main dead zone we're going to change. So for left stick min, keep this at 0, and then right stick max, keep this at 0.99. And the ones you want to change, your right stick min and your left stick max. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to your training mode, or excuse me, firing range. And what we're going to do is we're going to test out your dead zones here. So if you have any stick drift on your right stick, to test it out, just move your stick to the left or up or right or down, any direction, and keep moving it until it drifts at all. Now for mine, it doesn't move anywhere at all. So luckily for me, I can have my dead zone all the way to 0 and it doesn't move at all. So I have it at the most fastest response time possible on right stick, as I can see. However, if it's a little too fast for me, I would bump it up by, 0.01, like this. However, I can just keep it at 0 and just, have no stick drift at all and have the fastest response time possible. So for me, I can have all the 0. However, for you, it might be different. Yours might stop drifting at like 0.05 or even higher. But everyone's controller is different, so you want to make sure you tweak with that and make sure it stops drifting at whichever number it is. So let's say it stops drifting at 0.05. Keep it at that number. And then same thing for left stick max. So you can honestly just put it all the way down to 0 as well. For here it's only 0.05. And then same thing. So I'm already moving. I'm not even touching my controller. It's already moving. So what I'm going to do here is simply just so it's moving backwards. So what I'm going to do is go to my thing, go to the dead zones, and just keep bumping it up by 0.05. And keep moving until it stops moving. And for me, the best left stick max dead zone I found out is 0.35. And as I can see, you can see it slightly moving like this, but that's okay. Especially for left stick max, you can have it, drifting like this. So you can have the fastest, response time when you're moving around. So having some stick drift is okay. It doesn't really do too much. And that's how you find the best dead zones for yourself. And this is how you get the fastest, most responsive input on your controller. Now off the back, it's going to be very sensitive, and that's going to be completely normal. And it might seem pretty fast when you first use these settings and really tweak with your controller, and it's going to feel like that because your controller is at its most responsive rate, so it should feel fast and very sensitive, and it'll just take some time to get used to. Just keep practicing, keep shooting some bots or keep going into game and just keep practicing your aim and all that, and I guarantee you guys that your aim is going to be way more stickier, way more consistent, more snappy, and almost just basically aimbot, And that's going to be it for the video, guys, for the best DS4Windows settings. If you guys really enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment down below if you guys have any questions for me. I'll definitely do my best to answer all of them. And subscribe for the best Marvel 2 content. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next one.